And I remember the first time I left him, it was to go to a band meeting. It was in the middle of the day. He was about 6 weeks old. And I remember riding the train downtown and thinking I had the biggest secret. It was that I was a mother. And I remember everyone was looking at me and I knew that they had no idea. It was the first time I'd been away from him. And I felt really privileged that I was a mother. I am privileged. I am privileged. I am privileged. When I got pregnant, I was actually sleeping on my guitarist's couch. That's where I was living in Brooklyn. I didn't even actually have my own bedroom, so I was still full-blown single girl living that life. And then it happened. Like, I didn't want to have the baby. I was scared to have the baby. I was scared that my life would be over. I was scared that I would never be able to do the things that I was doing or that I want to do. A baby changes these things, but a baby does not stop these things at all. Oh. Come here. So it's that top window right on the corner. 5th floor. It's Kareem's old apartment. That's where Ernesto was conceived. You know, it was kind of magical. And it was just completely different from any New York lifestyle I had ever lived, you know? And it had a charm to it. Kareem and I walked over to the hospital and I surveyed the scene and I wasn't comfortable. I didn't like it. It didn't feel right. This was on December 30th. And it just wasn't adding up for me. I wasn't in pain, it didn't feel right, so I left and I went home. So I came back the next day and had my baby. And he came out at 9:35 on New Year's Day, 2010.
I usually give him like 8 or 9.
I try to. If Kareem's feeding him and he's crying, it makes me, like I said, my job is to make him stop crying no matter what it takes. So we have had arguments where I'm just like, give me the baby, I want him to stop crying, I can make him stop crying. I mean, he's a good baby. He's always been easy from what I hear of babies.
Kind of.
Well, I mean, as first-time parents, it's still...
Wasn't easy when he was up every hour. He loves looking at the light, and he loves laying down and he's mesmerized by a lamp or a light or like a glare from something. It's very interesting. Is it ticklish? Oh yeah. It's hard for me during the day because I'm like, you know, I'm constantly searching for things to do with them. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always be true. We don't get to have sex as much because we're tired. Like, for real. You're
like,
tired.
Yeah, I'm tired because I'm with the baby all day, so he comes home in the evenings from work and I'm tired. I'm just straight tired. And then and he's always horny. The day that we brought him home from the hospital, and it was cold and snowy and gray outside. It was January 3rd. And I just remember we were riding north up the FDR in the back of the car service. And I was just looking out at the East River and it was just gray. And I had this feeling of peace. His father is half Egyptian and half Mexican, and so he's named after his father, Kareem. And then we wanted to give him a Latin name because of his Mexican heritage.
So we named him Ernesto, which is just a name that we both like, that we agreed on. I'll tell him about his name. Me being an Egyptian.
And how we argued for how long?
It
The biggest battle that we had was trying to decide on what the name was going to be. And we finally came up with the hyphen. My mom actually suggested it, so it worked out well.
Well, he's got to have real shirt because...
Angel cheek, angel cheek. Take face, take face.
I have 1,000 nicknames. My current nickname is he's a little angel demon. Angel demon. Are. You know you are. Because you're sweet as heaven. But you're a little demon child. We know that you work for the demons. One of the things I always talk to Kareem about, which is, it's just the way it is that, you know, we didn't date very long before I got pregnant. It was very brief. And I always feel like maybe we missed out on some of that time where we could have had a relationship and, you know, built or established something a little more. You know, we kind of jumped right into the responsibility of this. So I think that is a unique element to our family. But it works. We're a happy family. There we go. This is a little suit that I made him. Whoa, it's your special Ernie shirt. I'm still doing music. I'm still always going to do music on some level, you know. I'm still working on the band. And I really want him to be able to see me perform and, you know, I want him to be exposed. But I think I'm a good mom already. I think I'm a really good mom already. And I love being a mom.